3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
On the right bank of the East River in the city of New York stands a magnificent complex of stone and glass buildings, the headquarters of the United Nations, where Diana Prince, secretly Wonder Woman, enters on the ground floor on her way to her job at the International Organization's Crisis Bureau.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
morning, Miss Prince. Looks like rain, no?
Hi, Tommy. I'll wait and see on that rain.
She sounds hot.
Myself.
You've been hanging out with
She
diplomats
looks it,
too long,
too.
Miss Prince. Hey, they never commit to
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Trouble. That man coming in. Excuse me, General.
What is the meaning of this? Where did that buzzer come from?
Oh.
That's the metal detector concealed in the doorway, sir. I'm afraid you're carrying
They
some
have
large
metal
metal object,
detectors.
didn't I?
Welcome to the Dennis and Andy Show. If you haven't figured it out yet, we're going to do a little video on comic books and records. That's right. Back in the 70s and I think into the early 80s, this is 77, they would put out comics that were sometimes brand new, like this Wonder Woman one is. This actually came with a full-size 12-inch record, the old 33 1/3 LP record. So that's what we were just listening to. Dennis just got a record player.
Look at $6 million man.
That's right. It's hard to see, but that's right. They, of course, advertise everywhere. So there's a little $6 million man, Batman and the Werewolf. The artwork in this is just awesome. This definitely has a Neil Adams vibe to it. I think it's Rich Buckler that did the art in this. I mean, it's just gorgeous. You can see that. So, yeah, so we thought we would go over some of our favorite book and record sets. Dennis and I own them. So we'll show some of mine. So this is the Wonder Woman one we were just listening to. I also have a phenomenal Superman one. Nice full-size 12-inch there.
So they have multiple stories, and they're on the bigger albums. So these are on the old 33s and on the bigger ones. And then we also have some of the 45s. So the 45s are a bit smaller. So I wound up at the last show, I wound up picking up a couple of nice ones from Chris Foss. So a shout out to him. These were in really nice shape. And then it comes with the 45. And this one was the reprint. So I wound up getting this is a reprint one. And it actually has like the motion picture. So this is actually an older one, but it has the motion picture. You can see it has the new cover. So it's got them from the motion picture Star Trek that was on it. The Robot Masters. Now, the interiors are still the same ones. And yes, those are Romulans and they're green. So believe it or not, canon is not something that's important in these. But as a kid, you didn't care about any of that stuff. Whenever you got a new one for your birthday or for Christmas, you got it open, you ripped it open, and immediately put the record on, and you sat there, and you read right with it, and then it would go ding, and then you turn the page to the next page and continue to read. So I no longer owned a record player. So when I got these, my wife just said, well, you're not getting a record player now. So guess what I got the other day?
Dennis is like, yes, I
got
am.
a record player.
Unless you can take Amazon off my phone, yes, I am getting.
And
a
it was
record player.
literally that quick. So, it's a nice little one. The record players today are nothing like the ones that we used to have.
You mean like my parents had that big console?
Oh, yeah.
My parents literally, they had that big console one where you slid open the side, and that's where you put all the records.
Oh, yeah.
And in the center, you opened up, and that's where the big turntable was. Because there were no 45 small ones. It was the big turntable.
And it had the built-in speakers then.
Oh, yeah. Built-in
Oh, yeah.
speakers. And then ours even had a little liquor cabinet as well.
Oh, that's
yeah,
the
dude.
fancy one.
It was the big old fancy one.
Yeah, we had it where it was a separate turntable with the diamond head needle, and it was a linear track, so it wasn't the oscillating arm. It was a linear track, so the entire arm moved with the record all the way over it because it was fancy. But it plugged into, at that time, this big silver Sony receiver. It had the double cassette deck.
Oh yeah,
and then it had that. So that's what we had for all the albums. My parents had a lot of albums.
yeah,
I used to have picture discs and stuff like that, but when my wife made me get rid of all the picture discs and albums, I obviously didn't need a record player. Well, now since I it's nostalgia. These are great. So I had to pick it up, and I already sat down and listened to a couple of my Star Trek ones. And then we thought we would break out some of these and just kind of show you guys, if you're older like we are, this was great fun.
Some of these are reprints. Some are original stories. This Captain America Falcon one right here is a reprint. I can't remember what issue of Captain America it's from, but I actually have the issue as well. So that's a reprint. The Superman one is not a reprint. Book and record set. It's the origin of Superman. It doesn't give credit to who drew it, but I believe it's Rich Buckler art, and then it looks like Dick Giordano inks, but it also looks like Neil Adams touched some of it as well. So that's one of mine. Of course, I've got another Wonder Woman one as well. This one looks like, once again, it looks like it's Rich Buckler doing during his Neil Adams time period. And you can tell by some of the page layouts and stuff. I'm trying to, this is definitely Neil Adams type page layouts from back then in the 70s. This Wonder Woman, oh man, if the Wonder Woman book looked like this, she looks fine. So that's a couple. Dennis, show us a couple you got there.
There's one from 1976. It's a Space 1999. So this was really cool. When you even get to see, the eagle. And I just ordered my Eagle for. I ordered 2 of the Space 1999 ones. My wife also won't be happy when she sees this recording. But they finally
doesn't watch our recordings. Get out of here. That's like saying my wife will watch this.
I know, it's so cute. But man, Power Records. So I had to play this one right away to see. The one thing is they didn't have the rights apparently to like all the music. So like the intro's not in there. It's got a nice little intro, but it's not Space 1999, but it must be Space 1999 book and record set.
That's right. It's good stuff.
And Star Trek. This is another one. The Cries in the Emptiness. I know. Now, again, some of them, like the Enterprise in this one, actually looks really nice. Where the Enterprise in this one, I don't know, and I'm thinking this one, that is like one of the worst Enterprises ever. I think I drew that when I was like 10.
Oh.
But with that being said, it's still really fun. You just kind of have to use your imagination. So, I really wish they would have given credit to the artists and stuff and the voice actors.
Well, the artist in this one, going by my eye, looks like on the interior, John Buscema, inked by Dick Giordano, with, once again, looks like Neil Adams had his hand in a few panels, but it's definitely drawn by John Buscema, and he did a good job on the likenesses, and that's that bad boy right there.
It's good track. Good Star Trek.
Good stuff. Of course, there's the good old Amazing Spider-Man. I believe this is a reprint as well. Most of the Marvel ones, I think, are reprints. I don't know. No, this doesn't look like a reprint. I don't recall this story. So this looks like it was done specifically for the record.
Oh, it looks like Godzuki.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a reprint to me. The inks on it look like Dick Giordano, but the art looks like Ross Andrew. So that's what I want to go with for this one. It's another fun one. Like I said, these are things, I just love collecting this stuff. I got a Batman Joker here. This is I don't believe this is a reprint either, actually. It looks like Neil Adams artwork on the inside. If anybody watching knows if this is a reprint, feel free to let us know. It doesn't look like it though. Well, it looks like some of the panels were lifted from other stories. I'm not exactly sure. Here's a great page from it.
That's nice looking.
That's a good one. Dennis, looks like you got a Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Fantastic Four. Again, now this one is 1974. And we'll go Susie. That's what it says right in the opening. So, I mean, the artwork are great in these things. So even, I much prefer to get them with the record in really good playable shape, because now that I went and got a record, it's just great. The voice actors that they put in there, they're obviously not like in Star Trek. They didn't get the original crew, but they got guys that tried their best to sound like them, and it's fun. And as long as you don't take it too seriously, these are just a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then there are just a few more. Another Batman one. This is Batman Man Bat. This is reprinted from a comic that I own, so that's a great one as well.
Conan. Everybody loves Conan.
Does it go to the first? Wait, is there a record in this one?
Yep, there is.
You know what? How long before Conan speaks? Because aren't we just dying to hear what Conan sounds like?
Conan speaks.
He finally speaks. You know what?
Nah.
Well, before we leave, we'll play this one because I'm dying to hear the voice of Conan. This is great, though. This is John Buscema pencils, Neil Adam inks on the inside. Phenomenal. I can't remember what issue of Conan that this was actually in. I'll let you handle that. And then the last two, Incredible Hulk fighting the Abomination. This is definitely a reprint. Great Herb Trimpe artwork. Love this stuff. I can't remember what issue. I wish it would say what issue number they were reprinting from, but they don't. And then last but not least, I got another Superman one here. I believe this is reprinted from a book as well. Pencils by Kurt Swan, inks by Dick Giordano. So that's a great one. Let's see what Conan sounds like, shall we?
I'm curious.
Oh, is that turned all the way up? Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. I wonder if it's because of the record being so old.
Shouldn't.
Place it farther in on the disc, on the player, see what it does. Is there a backside to it?
Yep. We're going to do B-side, and let's just see.
Let's see what B-side. This is weird. The volume. Oh, there it is.
It seems little Roscoe spoke true. The crawler has indeed carried him to these ruins at the city's edge. Now all I have to do is find them before... There! Slithering into the crumbling of that temple. It's them.
I'm assuming that's Conan.
But I can still reach them before they're lost in the darkness of... Another slug beast.
Yep,
right there.
All black, where the first one was white. It bars my path.
I gotta be honest, that's just not a Conan voice for me.
Well, battle it seeks and battle it has found.
That is Conan speaking.
it is.
Is the heart and Canadian steel. My blade cannot pierce it.
Well, I'm going to say it's probably around 1976. It doesn't actually say.
No.
But if my sword cannot slay the beast,
If my sword cannot slay the beast.
Well, that's my guess anyway.
That does not sound like, as soon as I heard that voice, I automatically think of the actors from the 50s and 60s that were really popular. I know it's not Cary Grant, but I think of that type of actor when I hear that voice. Typical. Yeah.
The problem is you're thinking of Arnold.
I am.
You want that, but yes.
That is what I want. I want Arnold. But so there you go, guys. We thought we'd just do a nice little video. Look at that little 45. If you're lonely at night, that hole's about big enough. Just saying. What? Dennis always goes dirty.
Always.
Always. So there you go. Comic books and records. I'm always on the lookout. Like Dennis said, he picked up a couple Star Trek ones at the show we were just at. And I alerted him to them out of the kindness of my heart because I already had them. So I didn't need them again. But now Dennis has them. Just like I have 2 Fantastic Fours. So just to show how nice I am, here's a friendship gift, Dennis.
Look at that. And it's not even my birthday this week.
No, that's next week. That's next week. So, guys, thank you for joining us on this little jaunt down memory lane of the old book and record set, mostly by Power Records. We appreciate it so much. Please like, subscribe, and, of course, hit the notification bell so you know when we do go live or a new video pops. Dennis, tell them what you like to throw up on our channel.
Well, I like to pop up. I put up quick flips typically on Wednesdays, Thursdays, sometimes Fridays of all the new comic books. And then I leave it up to you guys. Which ones do you want me to delve into for a full review? And then we do full reviews where we go in and spend 5 to 10 minutes going through a comic book, critiquing the artwork, the story, and then giving it a CGC grading on what we think of the book.
Oh, there you go. So tune in for that, and we'll catch you guys later. Bye, everybody.